Price keeps coming back to this same area. Again and again on the 15-minute time frame. Every touch gives a reaction. So it looks strong. But something is not right here. Why does price keep returning instead of moving up? And then, without any warning, it breaks. Now look closely at this move. Price suddenly pushes upward and breaks the previous small structure. This makes it look like buyers are becoming strong. So, naturally, many traders start thinking that the market might move higher from here. But here is the important part. This move is happening only on a smaller time frame. It is not a full trend change. It just shows a temporary shift in price, not a strong reversal. That is why this kind of move can easily trap traders, because it gives the illusion of strength. But in reality, the overall direction is still not fully changed. Now, after seeing this upward move, the next step is to find an area where price can react again. So here, I mark this demand zone, because this is the area from where price previously moved up strongly. And when price leaves a zone with strong momentum, it usually means there were active buyers in that area. So naturally, the expectation is, when price comes back to this demand zone, buyers will step in again, and price should move up from here. That is why this zone looks very attractive, and many traders start planning buy trades from this area, because everything looks valid. There is a strong move, there is a clear zone, and it feels like a high probability setup. Now, before price actually moves from this area, notice what happens here. Price starts moving upward again, and this move gives more confidence to buyers. At this point, many traders feel that the demand zone is working perfectly, and they expect price to continue going up. But this is where most people get trapped. Because this move is not real strength, it is just a setup to attract more buyers into the market. So instead of continuing up, price is actually preparing for something else. Now look at this move carefully and takes out these previous highs. This is where many traders enter buy positions because they think the market is going higher. But in reality, this move is doing something else. It is collecting liquidity from those buyers, because above these highs, there are stop losses and pending buy orders. So price moves up, takes that liquidity, and once that is done, there is no strong buying pressure left. That is why, instead of continuing up, price starts to move back down. Now watch this carefully. Price comes into the zone and gives a reaction. At first, this reaction looks strong, which makes traders believe that buyers are active in this area. But notice, the move is not very powerful, and price is not moving away strongly. Now again, price comes back to the same area. This should not happen if the zone is truly strong, because strong zones usually push price away quickly. Once again, it reacts. But this time the reaction is smaller compared to before, which shows that buying strength is decreasing. Now look at this. Price is coming back again. At this point, many traders still trust the zone because it has worked multiple times. But this is the hidden problem. Every time price touches this area, buyers are getting consumed. Now watch this reaction. Very weak. Almost no strong push upward. This shows that buyers are losing control and the zone is not as strong as it looks. Now price comes back again. At this point, there is very little buying strength left, and instead of reacting, price starts moving through the zone. And the zone breaks. So the real lesson from this setup is very simple. The problem was not the demand zone. The problem was how we understood the market. First, the overall direction of the market was already bearish, which means sellers were in control. But even then, I was looking for a buy trade. Why? Because I saw a strong upward move and a clear demand zone, which made it look like buyers were stepping in and price could move higher from this area. So the idea of buying here looked valid. But the mistake was ignoring the overall direction of the market. And on top of that, price kept coming back to the same zone again and again, which slowly reduced its strength. And instead of seeing this as a warning, many traders see it as confirmation. They think if a zone is holding multiple times, it must be strong. But in reality, it is the opposite. Repeated touches do not make a zone stronger. They make it weaker, because each touch removes more buyers from that area. So by the time price comes back again, there is no real strength left to hold the market. That is why the zone eventually fails. So always remember, do not just focus on the zone. Focus on the overall direction and how price is reacting to that zone, because that is what tells you the real story.
So, in trading, it is not about finding perfect zones. It is about understanding what price is actually doing. A setup can look clean. A zone can look strong. But if the overall direction is against you and price behavior is showing weakness, then that setup is not as strong as it looks. That is why blindly trusting a zone can be dangerous. You have to combine everything: the direction, the reactions, and the behavior of price. Only then you can make better decisions, because the market does not fail randomly. It always gives signals. You just need to learn how to read them. So next time, when you see price coming back to the same area again and again, do not assume it is strong. Take a step back and ask yourself, is price really respecting this level or slowly breaking it?
If you want to learn trading in a simple and clear way, follow Discount Trader.